Hey everybody, sorry about the mute, but we're here. Welcome to another Skip stream. My name is Colin SkipperWing Bird. We're going to be working on some Crimson Fly and some Sonic the Hedgehog, but you knew that. So yeah, let's start the clock. Okay, apparently it's already set. That's weird and dumb. Okay, now the clock's being dumb. Alrighty then. Woo! Hey everybody! Hey Midnight Cook Blue, how are you doing tonight? So Meg actually asked me a question on Facebook. Basically, how did I set up my stream schedule? Admittedly, I actually got kind of lucky in that regard. Apparently, I'm too loud for people who can't go someplace else. So I got really lucky in that regard, in the sense that I have a very flexible schedule. I only work 2 days a week, and on the daytime, and the times when I do work more than that, it's usually 3 days a week. So yeah, my schedule is pretty flexible. I started off sort of like just doing it whenever and just kind of doing it as I went, and I decided that after a while that Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays were just the best time to do it, and then I decided to tack on Saturday as a sort of extra just-in-case day. Midnight Rights, I'll be lurking because of homework. It's currently 1 a.m. Jeez. That's a lot. That's late. Well, good luck with your homework, Midnight. And thank you for listening, because I appreciate that. Let's see, panel 1, 2, 3, 4. Panel 4. Let's name that. Yeah. So, that being said, you want to start, like, I think it's better when you're starting out to just sort of stream at random and figure out what days work for you and which days don't work for you. Like, I found out early in the afternoons, while I was technically free, I was also, like, there wasn't a lot of traffic. So evenings seemed to be the best time for the people that I wanted to be watching my streams. And so I just tailored it around them. Pupcake Strikes, I'm lurking, but I'm here off and on because I'm packing. Oh yeah, you're doing Holiday Matsuri in this weekend, yeah? Well, actually you can't respond because you're packing. But, yeah, good luck with that. Speaking of... Oh, and Automod is checking that message because it might be, I guess. Okay, that's weird. Probably because of the weird, capitalization. That's weird. So, and I guess is the thing not working on OBS? It's just stuck at 9:55. That's weird. Timer, why are you being weird? Well, whatever. You guys are just gonna have to trust my my clock on my desktop rather than on Streamlabs, which is kind of annoying. But whatever. It's a free mod, so I guess that's kind of the way it is. But yeah, you just kind of feel out what works for you, and then once you have a pretty good idea as to what you want, then you can go from there. On a related note, this song is too slow, so we're gonna skip. Skip. Yeah, skip. So I hope that helps, Mech. It's like almost everything else in life. You do it until you get good at it and you start to figure out exactly what you want to do. So we're going to call that layer text. We're going to call this layer blooble. And we're going to go from there. So what are you up to, Mecha? And those don't look quite like hands. I guess that text. So it's a close in on the Crimson Fly. Unlock that. And do some text. Google Doodle. Hey Google Doodle, how are you doing tonight? What are you up to tonight? Because aren't you kind of busy? Because I know you IRL, so that's one of those weird things where it's like, you're pretty busy last I checked. Mech writes, not much right now. Might need to clear my desk. Yeah, I need to do that. You can sort of see it. My desk is kind of busy. Oof. So there's all this stuff moving the camera around. In hindsight, I probably should have put on OBS to see what I'm looking at because I can't see myself. But yeah, this is my desk right now. It's kind of floopy. I wish I brought more vanilla Coke. There's a screen. So I really do need to clean my desk. There's a peanuts I probably shouldn't be eating here. There's Wario. There's my cat Sebastian, who's looking at the camera just like, what? There you go. There you are, buddy. Yeah, there you go. So I should probably clean my desk too. But the only thing that matters is my my Cintiq. So in that regard, I'm not really in a bad place. The true question is what you should be doing. That is an interesting question, Mecha. What should any of us be doing? Just kidding. Me is always going to be comics and cartoons. In fact, actually, I just did an expression sheet. Google Doodle writes, yeah, I got to run around tomorrow, ask for things for the student show and all that jazz. Yeah. Because you graduate from college on Friday, yeah? Either Friday or Tuesday. Yeah, it's Friday. And we have our mask here, so there we go. So yeah, good luck with that. Although, knowing you personally, I think you'll do fine. All you just gotta do is just make sure that nothing breaks. And you should be fine. So, a fun story, Pupcakes. Google Doodle is actually graduating from the same school that we went to. Just have questions that need answers. Well, unfortunately, on stream, I am not the person that you know from IRL, so I can't answer those questions here. Sorry. Also, as somebody who doesn't usually go to those graduation shows, I probably wouldn't know the answers anyway, if I'm being honest. Although I might go. If only because Star Wars comes out that Friday, and so I can just transition straight from your graduation to Star Wars. So, there is that. Pupcakes writes, I have to keep running back to the comp. Oh no, don't worry about it, Pupcakes. You're busy. You got the convention thing to worry about. Google writes, not for do I need those answers tomorrow? But yeah. Well, honestly, the person who you could get those, the people that you could get those answers from would probably appreciate if you shot them an email tonight, now, ASAP, rather than trying to figure it out later, tomorrow. And that's supposed to be an eye reflection. Let's see how bad that looks. That just does not work. So let's delete that. Oh crap! It's selected somewhere. Delete that. Okay, that's connected somewhere. Oh, that's connected over there. Delete that. Delete that. And let's shrink that down just a little bit, because I'm probably too close in. And alright, so I'm going to do a digital cheat. I don't really know what their head is supposed to look like from that close up. So what we're going to do is we're going to cheat. I'm going to draw it here. And do that instead. So now I have a visual reference of what it's supposed to look like at size, and I can blow this up. And I need to let my cat out, because he probably needs to poop, or he needs to eat. He needs to do one of those two things. I thought he was just claustrophobic, because that happens too. But I'm gonna let him out after I do this frame. This is what happens when your rough isn't quite tight enough. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab all that, we're gonna delete it, put this here, blow it up. Whee! This is the fun part about digital cheats. And yeah, cat needs to be let out. All right, I'll be back in a second. By the way, I just want to say thanks again for the advice you gave me. It might not be much but I've been drawing more than ever, so I'm currently getting the hang of it. Just need to get that off my chest. Oh, well, thank you, Midnight. I'm glad that was able to help you. And if you ever need any more advice, feel free to hit me up. I will try not to be a stranger. Unless it's like 2 a.m. in the morning, then I will probably be very, very sleepy. Just wait until I've had my coffee. I'll be fine then. Cool. And Crimson Fly is kind of embarrassed about what they'll have to do next. I'm going to introduce a new power that nobody likes. At least I think it's kind of disgusting to have it as a superpower, but I think it fits the Crimson Fly perfectly. Midnight Reds. Oh, you just made my day for saying that. Oh, I'm glad for that. And it's just gonna add some embarrassing. Yes, the Crimson Fly can blush underneath their mask. And my cat is apparently having trouble. Oh wait, no, I thought he was having trouble figuring out how a door works. The crack to open it. But apparently not. He's good. Also, I'm finally getting some air in here, which is good because I'm wearing a sweater right now and I do not want to explode. There we go. In hindsight, I probably should have just used the expression sheet as a model, but I don't feel like it. That needs to be just a little bit like that. Cool. Alright, so let's see what that looks like down here. Let's put that there. Shift F5. There we go. That looks a lot better. So what we're going to do is we're going to group that. We're going to turn off our onion skin. And we're going to fill that with red. You have to fill it in with red because otherwise, if I fill it in with white, white's going to blend in with the rest of the background and we can't see it. So which means I'll probably miss something when I'm filling it in. Not that it really matters because the background of this one's going to be white anyway, but you know, consistency, it's important. Grab that, group that, lock that, and bring that down, and bring that over. Cool. Moomoo the Troller writes greetings. Hey Moomoo, welcome to the Skip Stream. How are you doing tonight? Text. So this is the face that the Crimson Fly is making their mask, like, I don't want to do the thing that I'm gonna do. Without the coughing though. And the reason why I'm making that face is just sort of a personal reference, sort of get into the mood as to what the character is thinking. Because the hard part about being a comic artist and an animator is that you're an actor as well. So you have to get into the mindset of your characters when you draw them. So the Crimson Fly is feeling disgust, and I have to mirror that. So it's easier to sort of like regurgitate those feelings if I pull the face rather than just trying to text it like, as opposed to, Moo writes, good, and yourself? I'm doing alright-ish. It's actually been a good week so far, and even though the week just started. But, yeah. I'm doing alright. What are you up to? Let's move that, text that. Boo-doo-doo-doo. Now we go into this one where the Crimson Fly does something disgusting. So it turns out that as befitting an actual fly, the Crimson Fly has acidic breath. Not breath, acidic spit. Basically sort of like how a fly must like regurgitate its food in order to actually chew it. So same thing with the Crimson Fly. They have to act, they don't have to in their case, regurgitate, spit up the food, spit on it, and then eat it after that again, because that's a little too disgusting for my taste. But the character does have acidic spit. It never really comes up because, you know, ew. But I thought it would be a really cool callback here. Also, the prompt that I'm using for these, the prompt is poison, and I couldn't think of anything else because the story's not far enough along where the character could sort of survive being poisoned. I have a feeling I should save before Flash does a derp. So, no, we're not going to do that. And boop. Midnight Cook Blue writes, would you look at that? Stay up late, learn something about flies. The more you know. Yep. Yeah, it was sort of a weird thing that I kind of learned. I was just like, why do they keep like rubbing themselves? And then I just learned about them, how they eat. And I was just like, I think I learned about it from an Animorphs book. And I just never forgot it. So that's why literature, that's why reading fantasy is important, kids. You never know when you might learn something you can apply for your own life. So yeah, that was something I sort of toyed with, the idea of the crimson fly not being able to eat until they'd sort of like spit up on top of their food. But I was like, that's a little too gross for me. But I kept the idea of the acidic spit. That being said, the crimson fly still does eat slowly, but that's because as a little bit of an author avatar, I eat slowly. So I was just like, yeah, let's make that part of, let's give that a reason. Although, admittedly, my reasons are different than the crimson fly's reasons. The crimson fly just doesn't eat very quickly. Well, actually, probably guess for the same reason. Like, I just like to savor the taste of my food. And so, I like to savor the taste of my food, so I eat really slowly compared to everybody else. Also, as a skinny person, I don't eat a lot, period. And that's not a mark on people who weigh more than I do. I just eat very slowly, which is very frustrating for people at dinners, because they'll be done with their food by the time I've like started like my appetizer, and they're like, dude, you have to stop talking, then you can eat your food. I'm like, no, I just eat slow anyway. I don't, it's not any slight against you, I just eat very slowly. Let's see, what's the brush? Let's make that a little bit lighter. And make that a little bit darker. Speaking of which, I really need to set up the suggestion playlist at some point, because Demi Trickster put in some really good suggestions, and I have yet to set that playlist up, which I have been meaning to. I just have not yet done it yet. So there we have a head. And we're going to have hands. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to save that head for a little bit. We're going to come back to it, because I was feeling that what I've sketched out is not entirely correct. So let's come back to these hands and their handcuffs. So, oh, that reminds me, I forgot to talk about it. Because I didn't get a chance to talk about it this weekend, because I wasn't actually on stream this weekend. Did anybody catch the Spider-Man trailer? The Miles Morales trailer? The one that keeps making me go, gosh darn it, Marvel, Sony. Now it's even harder to make the Crimson Fly stand out. I have a feeling that's gonna be something that's gonna follow me to my grave. And we're gonna put the cuffs on here. And let's lock that. We can make that invisible for a hot minute. It's weird, hands and handcuffs are really tough. And the character is leaning back that way. And let's see what we're gonna do with this hand. This hand's probably gonna be thumb. And we're not gonna be able to see too much of this hand. Man, hands and handcuffs are really hard. There we go. Yeah, actually, that's what we want. And like that. Cool. Nice and clean. And let's put that there. Clean that up a little bit. Make sure that this doesn't get absorbed. And we'll give that a little bit more wrinkles in the coat. Right, that's that done, so let's put that there. And almost there. And boop, boop. Cool. Group that. No. Alright, let's do some work. So, we're going to paint that red again. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, as much as I love Pandora's LTJ Bootcamp thing, let's see if there's got some other ones. Streetlight Manifesto. Why do I have them as a playlist? Ooh, because it's ska. I love ska. So I was hoping this doesn't suck. Oops. Alright, now we can fill this in white. Alright, so what we're going to do is what I like to call IK Intuition. IK Intuition, basically, it's stripped from 3D animation. Basically, I'm going to draw the hands, and then I'm going to figure out how the rest of the arms are supposed to work based off of that. So, basically, I'm going to draw the hand, and I don't really know how the... So I don't really know where the hands are, how the arms are supposed to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the hands, and then from there interpolate how the rest of it's supposed to work. You're not really supposed to work this way, but I mean that's sort of what happens when you sort of like take what you know from one medium and you apply it to another. And the reason why it's called IK interpolation is basically it's called inverse kinematics. It's this idea in 3D animation wherein you can either manipulate every joint, so like the shoulder, the elbow, and then the hand, and then the fingers on top of that, or I can just manipulate the hand, and then the rest of the rest of the model the rig will figure out how the elbows and arms are supposed to work. It's not perfect. You still kind of have to make sure that the rig does what it's supposed to, especially when you're animating. But it's good. It's a good starter, if that makes any sense. In fact, I'm not even sure it's called IK. It might be FK, which is forward kinematics. I think it's inverse kinematics. I'll have to ask my coworker who's a 3D teacher. He'll know the exact answer. So now we have a shoulder. Now we can sort of interpolate a little bit. And cool. I'm probably gonna have to grade this out just a little bit, which is gonna kind of suck a lot. So I've given Crimson Fly a little bit more of a detailed physiognomy, but hopefully it won't matter too much. Let's make that really big. Let's see what that looks like. And I almost forgot really quickly. Ugh, I don't want to turn that light. Mecha writes, you're right. I've taken 3D animation. I can vouch. Thanks, Mecha. So now we have our acidic spit. That's not gonna read. And we're gonna put this one in the background. Train that down to 25%. What song am I listening to? Weekend in LA by the Toasters. LA. Weekend in LA. In LA. We're going to turn that up just a little bit. 45. There we go. Let's see, let's move that a little bit. All right. Hey, hey. Let's change that color to okay, but handcuffs is one word. Why? Really? There we go. Sorry, but just like having on and mine and handcuffs on separate lines just was driving me crazy. Panel 6. Joy. Google. Break that apart. So I was feeling a little evil for a weekend in LA. Ooh, I love this song. Oops, the text level layer is messed up. Alright, so that's a problem because it's covering up all the action. So let's put this at the 0, 0 axis because I need it to be. Alright, so we're going to change the text of this a little bit, mostly because we don't need this second R. And that'll give us a little bit more space. Now, I'm doing a little bit of a faux pas, in that you're not supposed to really edit the text like this. Because in real life, you'd be working from a script, and this specifically to avoid issues like this. Midnight writes, I'm imagining the Crimson Fly drooling in their sleep. Yeah, I haven't quite worked out the mechanics of how the spit power works, but yeah, actually now I'm kind of imagining it too. Thanks for the idea for a comic strip, Midnight. What's up, kiddo? No, you can't close the door because otherwise it's gonna heat up in here. Well, then you're gonna have to go somewhere else, Sam, because otherwise the temperature shoots up in here. Where? And also a fan in front of my microphone? Either way, can't do that right now. Alright, so there's another problem in that we need to move this over here. Actually, that's fine where it is. What we can do is we can go into this frame and move that over there. We're also going to slide this front panel just a little bit over here. Normally I don't like to do that because I've already set it in stone as to where I'm going to put it, but I don't want this to overlap like that. So we're going to move that there. There we go. Muma the Troller writes, oh, my order from Kaiser Studios came in today. Oh, that's good. What did you order, Muma? So let's break that apart, and we're good. All right. So now we have one more panel left to do, and then we're good. Oh, you ordered a poster? Awesome. Yeah, I was like, the shirts aren't supposed to arrive until January. How did he get his poster so? How did he get his shirt so fast? And let's see. One of these days I'm gonna figure out how her hair works. But today is not that day. I don't normally like to leave a character's face like that. Oh boy, tangent. Tangent, no. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into this frame. And we're going to go in and we're going to move everything up. Just a little bit because I hate tangents. Let's group that. Tangents are bad. So basically tangents are connecting lines. So I don't know if you guys saw when I was working on her face that the line for her face connects to this this image of the Crimson Fly's shoulder. And we really don't want that because then it looks kind of weird. Looks like her face goes into the Crimson Fly's shoulder. So we're gonna do a little bit of finagling. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to go back in here. That way that gets rid of the tangent. See, now it goes blah, 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 blah. It doesn't lead into it directly, which would have been really bad. Well, it wouldn't have been too bad. It's still kind of annoying because it's one of those things where I trust you guys, but I also don't want to hear it in the comments where it's like, that looks weird. Man, I kind of forgot how much I miss Ska. Google Doodle writes, I now have a coffee page thing. Good for you, Google. Good. Good, good, good. In fact, everybody in the stream should have one of these. Have a coffee page. Especially now, given what's going on with Patreon. In fact, actually, I think I have a coffee page. Midnight writes, how about you move the whole thing up or down a little bit? That's not a bad idea. I could move her head up a little bit. We're going to see what happens once I finish drawing it out. Mostly because I do have a lot of text I need to fill in. So I just need to keep an eye on that. So we'll see how this works first, and then we'll go back and check it. That is a good suggestion. I could just move it up. Muma writes, what's so good about a coffee page? Well, as an independent artist, Muma, there's not always going to be a steady income stream for you to profit off of. For example, say I make comics right now. And while I technically have the ability to make money off of the stream via ad revenue, via bits or subscriptions, I don't usually get enough of those to be able to say switch to streaming full time. To go back to something that Mecha Abather wrote, like setting up a stream schedule, I could probably stream more if I wanted to, but I don't have the numbers to justify it. Since like the longer streams would be like something like 4 to 5 hours of streaming, I can't do that. Like I have other things to do that make me more money or will allow me to make more money. So I can't stream for more time. And in theory, while I could make money off of bits and cheers and subscriptions, I currently don't. So you usually want to have multiple revenue streams in whenever you're making stuff. So that's what income in goes coffee. If you Google coffee real quick, let me see if I can find a link. Basically, the idea of coffee is to donate a few bucks. A few bucks that basically allow somebody to sort of buy a coffee. And it's good to have multiple revenue streams in case one of your main streams dries up. Now, the point of coffee isn't to allow you to have so much money that you're able to sort of live off of your coffee donations, because that's not the intent. But the idea is that if enough people donate, then you can sort of cover costs for yourself. Like, yeah, 1 cup of coffee, whatever. However, 5 people giving you $5, that's $25, and so on and so forth. But it's just the idea of having multiple revenue streams, so that way you're not at a loss in case one of your main revenue streams goes bust. And you have to be aware of having, you have to have multiple revenue streams, because they're not all going to work out for you. For example, when I first started out, the main revenue stream for me was supposed to be YouTube, actually. Back when everybody thought that YouTube was going to be the next big super crazy money maker. It turned out that YouTube wants you to make videos of 2 to 10 minutes in length on a bi-weekly basis, which is physically impossible for any animation studio. It's just not possible without a massive drop in quality. So that didn't go through. Then my next thing was supposed to be ad revenue through Google AdSense, and then also through Project Wonderful. But ad blockers and the move away from ad revenue based ad-based revenue streaming meant that was a dead end too. And the most recent one is supposed to actually have been Twitch. I recently made affiliate status. I made affiliate status a while ago, which allows me to have subscribers and allows me to make money via ad revenue. That hasn't worked out at all. Partially because I don't have any time to really make subscriber rewards. So yeah. So you always want to have multiple revenue streams in case one of your primary revenue streams goes bust. So in the case of, for me, my alternative revenue stream, which is not an alternative revenue stream, really, it's my primary revenue stream, is my day job, which pays for everything. Like, I wouldn't have my microphone, my Cintiq, or my computers if I didn't have my day job. So yeah, coffee's a pretty good thing to, whoa, I got cheered some bits. Pupcakes cheered a bit. Thanks, Pupcakes, much appreciated. Also, you have the, oh, 75 bits. Now I'm doing my Kermit flail. Thanks, Pupcakes, much appreciated. So yeah, you always want to have multiple revenue streams when you're as an independent artist, and really just as a independent business. So that way, if when any of them go bust, you don't have to worry about it. Pupcakes first. No, wait, I did that wrong. Don't dance yet. Oh, it's just 1 bit. Okay, that's cool. I'll still live. 74 bits. Woo! Bit dance. Oh, the music's over. I'm gonna bit dance anyway. So yeah, thank you for that. And the reason why you want to get on that, as soon as possible, Muma, is that regardless of where your actual art level is, by the time you're actually ready, or whether you believe you're actually ready for the big time, quote unquote, to be making money off of your work, you want to have already had the practice of trying to figure this stuff out beforehand and trying and failing, rather than failing when it's really important, i.e. once you get out of school. And these are unfortunately things that they're not going to teach you in school, either because they don't have the time, or because the teachers themselves just do not know about these things. Like Coffee and Patreon and Kickstarter didn't really exist when I was a student. Kickstarter was a twinkle in the eye of most people. I don't think Cupcakes was Kickstarter a thing when we were in school? Because I don't remember it being a thing. Yeah, your teachers probably don't know how to implement these things for you yourself. Because their job as teachers is to teach you to look for an industry job, not to teach you to be an independent person. The other reason to do it is to have the practice now and start building the audience while you can afford to make mistakes. For example, what I like to say for any of my friends and for any of you guys who are starting out with your own independent ventures and you're worried about not being good enough, the good news is that nobody knows who you are. And that's what you're trying to build. But more so than that, nobody knows who you are for when you make mistakes. So if you do make a mistake, nobody will see it. So why not make a mistake now while nobody knows that you're trying, who you are, rather than making a mistake when it's too late and everybody knows who you are? That's never bueno. Oh, I think I love this song. I forget what this song is. Oh, Everything Sucks. I love this song. Real Big Fish. It's a good song. Sweet. Our band. Everybody wants to get sweet. Oh, show. Up again. And up again. Everything sucks. I know everything sucks. Oh, I know everything sucks. This is what I mean. Complain. Cupcakes writes, I like I Want Your Girlfriend by Real Big Fish. Yeah, no, a lot of their songs are really good, but you also have to listen to them. I don't know, I personally have to listen to them in rotation. Because it's one of those sort of weird things where like the pacing and the tone is so bright, but the pacing is, the tone is really bright, but the lyrics get kind of dark. Yeah, baby. Be much better, baby. I don't believe her. I don't anymore. Actually, wait. Sucks. Oh no, everything sucks. Whoa. You hear me complain. I forgot what's the song. Also Mew. Wait, What a wicked gang we are we, by Streetlight Manifesto. Demi Chickshire waves a small hi. Hey Demi, welcome to this gift stream. I still need to set up that playlist, but still keep adding things to that playlist because I really want things on that playlist. Demi Chickshire writes, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna set that up this weekend. Set up the playlist. Okay, cool. Lady B writes, hey Colin, me and Ben are stalking ya. Actually, if, Lady B and Mecha Bather, if you guys want to, unless you're already in the room for AHO Hangouts, I'd love to join you guys there. If you guys don't mind being on stream. Oh, you're in room 3. I will join you in room 3 then. Sure, Ben doesn't. Cool. Alright, where was Hangouts? No. Where did I put it? What? Where did I go? Okay. Joins the Hangout. Connecting. Heyo! Hello?
Hello.
How you doing?
Hey, doing fine. How you doing? Hey, you're here. What's up?
Yeah?
Missy was supposed to be here. I mean, she was here, but then she tried to move to get to the computer desk and draw.
Oh, she'll be here in a little bit. Hmm? Oh yeah,
still streaming?
Yeah, I'm still streaming. You're just people can hear you now.
Okay.
Also, that means that on your side for your tab with the stream, you're probably going to want to mute it, simply because otherwise you're going to get doubles. It's not fun.
Okay. Well, it's doing this weird circle thing, so I don't have to worry about that.
Yay. So how are you doing tonight, Mech? I'm calling you Mech because like that's your name on stream.
Oh, I'm glad you found that out. I got that stream name because I was primarily using it for StarCraft.
Ah.
And I just was going to spectate people, and I already told you that story about
actually,
the slug thing, but I went in a robot.
Well, actually, you didn't tell me that story. I just kind of guessed because like you and Mech were talking at the same time on Twitch, and it's kind of easy to put 2 and 2 together. And it's like, oh yeah, I'm just trying to figure out my stream schedule. Oh, this must be that person.
Oh, good, good.
Mm-hmm.
I think this was before I realized that the voice actress for the actual character of Abathur is the same actress. Wow, it's the same voice actor that did Shockwave.
What?
So I just put it backwards instead of just having Shockwave.
Wait, which character Shockwave?
Shockwave from Transformers. I think he did it in Fall of Cybertron at least.
Okay, because you said voice actress, and I'm like, Shockwave is a dude.
Yeah, I got that messed up. I'm sorry. I've been talking about voice actresses for a good while, so once the voice actor pops up, I'm already tripped. Also, I blame Mr. King Dice.
Nice. Midnight writes, I was kind of AFK. Are you aware that your work timers stopped? Just asking. Yeah, well, I'm not using that timer, Midnight. I'm using actually a different timer. The work timer is part of the stream so that you guys can see what I'm doing, see how long is left. But I'm using another timer on the side just so it gives me an actual alert noise. So I'm still using that one. And I'm aware of the time. It's just not, I don't know why the other one's not working right now. So yeah, it's weird. Can you use another power? Can you use a...
Alright.
So what are you working on, Mech?
Oh, I'm working on this thing. Let's see this thing.
What is this thing? Oh wow, that's somebody about to get punched in the face.
Yeah. You know, you see this person, probably a girl, and she's just walking down the street.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, like 2 seconds, like my favorite song just came on.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, I'm Shipping Up to Boston by Dropkick Murphys. It's a really cool song. But yeah, you said your person is like walking and then about to get punched in the face.
Yeah, giant hand. And she's like, "Oh snap, giant hand!"
Mm-hmm.
And it's a fist. And she's all like, "Whoa, I'm about to get punched in the face." But then it just stops and stays stopped.
Nice.
And so like, it goes from like this sort of frightened shock because there's barely anything she can do.
Yeah.
And then she sort of just backs up and looks at it. And looks at her fist.
So it's like colossal. Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
And then like a knuckle pops up. And so he fist bumps another knuckle. And then that knuckle pops up. And so he goes and she fist bumps all the knuckles.
Cool. So wait, was this a storyboard?
Yeah.
Oh, what's this for?
Oh, no, this is... I think this is for me and my Patreon, mostly.
Oh, cool, so I'll get to see it later.
Yep.
I need to finish setting mine up. Although I'm kind of irritated with the... I hope they revert it back to the way it was supposed to be. I mean, for me, I'm lucky enough to be comfortable enough in a spot where I don't have to really worry about it. In terms of like, oh no, I can't support people. I mean, I can support people, but I'm still kind of irritated with it because what's bugging me more is not less the increase and more the, oh, by the way, we're going to charge you at different points during the month. I'm like, just why the first month was a great plan. Why are you changing it? So, but corporate greed, let that be a lesson, kids. No matter how they say they are, unless you know them personally, corporations are never for you.
It's weird because the emails I've gotten and the actual thing that's been going on, it sounds completely different.
Well, because
what they're trying to do is like hide it under the rug by saying that the creators are going to be getting a higher percentage of what they usually get. But while we're getting a higher percentage of the number that you put down and the number that our patrons actually vouch for, the amount that they're willing to pay, they're actually paying just a bit more. And that bit more is where it gets a little under everybody's skin.
Well, it hurts more because, like, for bigger pledges, it's not as big of a deal. Like if you're paying $15 for somebody, it's not as big of a deal. If you're paying $1, that adds up a lot.
I feel bad because $1 is like the smallest amount you can pitch. So I tried my hand to fix this. I couldn't find a way to adjust the prices of the actual tiers. So I made secondary tiers for those who weren't willing to put up with the $5 and then some, or the $3 and then some. And I rounded it down. So now there's like a $2.50 version of the $3 one, with that little gap for whatever Patreon's gonna get. And that way you'll still end up paying like roughly the $3. But at least you won't be paying any more than the $3.
Yeah. So actually, it's currently my break time on Twitch, so I'm gonna set the 3-minute timer for 3 minutes. Pause. And reset timer. Yes. Okay. Reset the timer so that people can see it. Sorry, I just have to. Yeah, she writes. Twitch is being weird. Is Twitch working for the rest of you guys? because that might be Pupcake's connection, which would suck a lot because Pupcakes is really cool.
I'll try refreshing one more time because it looks black for me as well.
What?
Oh, there we go. Now it's back to normal.
Okay, so that was weird. So you might just have to try to hit refresh Pupcakes. Meanwhile, my timer's being weird. Alright, so set that for 3 minutes. And no one knows Lady B. At least nobody's sure anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna take a 3-minute break. I'm gonna go get something to drink. Mecha, the floor is yours. Distract them for me.
Yo, B, you might want to get on these mics. I might need some help with this distractifying.
I kind of sound like a chipmunk.
Oh, that's because I'm eating this helium food.
Do I sound like a chipmunk?
What?
Do I sound like a chipmunk?
No, you don't sound like a chipmunk.
Excellent.
You're fine now. You got that testosterone boost you so desperately needed.
Yeah. All right.
All the helium's out of your system?
Is it?
I think so.
It's or not.
What fun stuff are you drawing?
I'm drawing Pen and Ink from Pen and Ink by D. Parson, because his Kickstarter finishes this Friday.
Oh.
Ah, crap. We're on Twitch. I didn't mean to like promote stuff, but yeah, his stuff is really great. You can find him on the Book Faces. He's also on Instagram, and yeah, I'm not gonna drop a link.
All right.
Oh no, you should totally drop a link.
Okay, cool. I didn't want to be like, oh god, I'm promoting his stuff and
We're gonna just hijack the stream and use
right?
the stuff that isn't even ours.
That is gratifying.
To be fair, from there it just becomes a podcast instead of a stream.
A friend of mine told me I needed to do a podcast, but I don't think I can run my mouth long enough.
Well, what you need is just one. You just need a series of topics, and then you just kind of answer them as long as you can.
Okay.
Plus, they have to be edited out too, so you don't you're not rambling forever.
Colin, do you mind if I put the link in your stream?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I think this ends in a couple days.
Man, the
2
toaster's.
days ago, yeah.
Oh, nice. So wait, when did that go live?
A couple days after my birthday.
Is that why you're disappearing from the internet?
I disappeared?
No, because you had that poster, that art poster that says that you're disappearing from the internet and coming back in February.
Oh no.
Oh, that's for somebody else entirely different.
No, that was me. I had to force myself to finish comics.
I feel that.
Basically. I'm just taking a holiday break, but I'm still drawing.
That's good. And it's funny because actually that's part of the reason why I stream is that you guys have to with you guys here I have to actually work. So I'm gonna set the next timer for 45 minutes rather than for a full hour, simply so I can get back on track. So let's do that. Save that. Reset clock. Okay.
Alright. Yeah, the high five thing is what I'm supposed to be working on.
High five?
Yeah.
What's that?
Because what it really is it's a secret handshake. Being developed between like a small girl and a giant lady.
Nice.
That's why there's all the knuckle bumps and high fives and all the crazy stuff I intend on doing later. But that's what I'm supposed to be working on. But what I ended up doing is rearranging all my plushies into a giant Megazord.
Nice. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, you had the sketch. Is that on your? Yeah, everyone was like super confused as to like what that was supposed to be.
I saw a Kirby and a Pikachu. I was like, oh, look at that. And then you drew it. I was like, oh, okay. It's like a weird still life, but you made it into like a mech.
Oh my god, my favorite song came on again. All my favorite ska songs are on right now. It's not even funny. Sellout by a... Oh, say again?
I had to pause the stream so I could listen to us without the echo.
Oh yeah, no, I just mute the tab. Either I mute the tab or I just mute the stream, because it basically means that the second that you're talking to the streamer, you can't do the thing. Like, you can't listen to the music, you can't do any of that. But anyway, the song is Sell Out by Real Big Fish. If you want to check that out for later.
Alright, I think I'm heading for the Z's. It's 2 a.m. lol. Hope you have a fun stream, and I suppose I'll see you Wednesday.
Alright. Well, thanks, Midnight.
Whoa. Bye, Midnight.
Lady B, you need to like co-host my stream with me, because like you have the best reading voice. I was just like, wait, no, don't go to bed. And I was like, oh no, you're reading somebody else's. Oh. The record company's
2 a.m. around here.
Gonna be all right. Bye, Midnight.
Bye, Midnight.
All right, so the Crimson Fly foils a kidnapping. We're not gonna use Jim the criminal, because this is a little too dark for Jim, so I'm just gonna use a random mook. There's handcuffs. The guy doesn't have handcuffs on him, and then he's gonna spit on the handcuffs, and it's like, ugh. It's like, lady, you want to get out of this tonight? And there we go. So yeah, comic strip for the day. Even though I just should be getting faster at these rather than getting slower. So the question is, what should I work on? Should I work on a Christmas card, or should I work on Sonic? Because Sonic's not getting done by the end of the year. That's just not going to happen.
Sonic.
Fine.
I was pissed when I saw it on Instagram. I was like, oh, it's starting.
Oh yeah. Well, I have the next shot that's finished too. That was supposed to go live. That was supposed to go up earlier, but that just didn't.
Cool.
So, Pupcakes votes Christmas card. I think I'm actually gonna go. Pupcakes is voting for Christmas card, and I think I'm gonna override any other votes on this. Mostly just go do Christmas card.
No, just do Christmas card. It'll be faster, I think.
Oh no, it's not gonna be faster because it's me.
Oh.
Too much to ask for both?
By the end of the stream, yeah, it is a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Mostly because I do want to. What I want mine to be is I want it to be animated, not like a video card, but like a GIF. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna open the Photoshops, and we're gonna do some thumbnails. And the reason why we're gonna do thumbnails is because if we don't start with thumbnails, actually there is something else I had thumbnailed out. So let me open that up real quickly. Open. The reason why I didn't have my great Christmas card thumbnailed out, but I do have something else thumbnailed out that I can't use actually as a template because this is gonna be vertical. Pupcake Strikes, I'll support whatever you do. But what if I steal your husband? Would you support me in that? Because I need these.
Kidnap your adorable dog.
These are things I'm pretty sure Pupcakes would not agree to.
Pupcake says, "You're doing great, sweetie."
All right, postcard dimensions. How to make a good podcast? No, I wrote postcast. I want postcard.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry for what, dude?
Oh, you didn't catch that on the mic?
What'd you do?
Okay, cool. I don't need to tell anybody.
Did you poop?
See, but now you just implicated yourself, so now we are gonna just ask.
Now we have to assume that you pooped. Which is fine. Everybody, we need to make that a book too.
I know the song, but it's like a misheard lyric song. Everybody poops, and if you don't, you're an android. You must be destroyed.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh yeah, speaking of androids that must be destroyed, how's Alita doing?
Oh wow, that happened. I've seen the argument that like it's supposed to be intentionally creepy, and I'm like, no. If it is supposed to be intentionally creepy, you've done it wrong.
What happened?
Alita. So have you seen the trailer for the new Battle Angel Alita movie?
Oh no. When you said Alita, I thought you meant the girl from Olioto.
No, not that one.
Okay.
Although actually that one might be based on this one. But like no, there's a manga called Gumn, Gunnm, starring this chick named Gally, and that wasn't pretentious enough for the West because this was the 80s, so they renamed it Battle Angel Alita.
Oh. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And so between Battle Angel Alita and Ghost in the Shell, there's a lot of cyberpunk going around. So James Cameron has wanted to make this movie forever. And the tech is now at the point where he can actually make the movie. So the movie doesn't look that great, but what's weirding people out even more so is the idea that like they have the character is a robot, or rather a human brain in a robot body. And the robot body has these big eyes. Like creepy big eyes.
Which works in anime, but boy, that carried over.
So I've heard the argument that this is intentional, and it's supposed to invoke the uncanny valley in that she's a doll, and so naturally, apparently, this is somebody's fetish. And I'm like, whose fetish is this? Because that's just weird. All right, so we have the crimson.
It's interesting because you could push it like further and actually have it so that this character looks like. I think what's probably hurting me as far as the sale of Alita is that the eyes are bigger, but everything about it is
normal.
Is normal, realistic. The eyes are just unrealistically big.
Yeah.
So, interesting because I can accept unrealistically big eyes if the rest of the face is going to follow suit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if she didn't have like all the pores and textures and stuff of a human face? But it clearly looks like this is some you may have pulled up from anime convention, and even just look like a 3D version of like the 2D character that you have, and have it just juxtaposed there, and you would know. You think this is Android. This by far, this is an Android for someone who really likes this very specific thing, and then you can point to people in the audience who are those people. But,
like, I mean, and it's funny because like I feel like there's a way to have done that in a way that's not creepy. Like you have the Kirigumi dolls where like somebody has wears a bodysuit and then they dress up with the anime heads. Look that up at your own peril.
mm-hmm.
And those are it's creepy more about the habits of people who'd be willing to dress up as that, but not creepy in and of itself. Sort of like how a fur costume is weird because of the habits of the person inside the costume, but not the costume itself. So I feel like they could have done something like that. But the what they've gone for is just, oh my god. Like I don't want to look at that. Like the Bergens from the Trolls movie. Like they're ugly, but there's a cuteness to them. It's not like disturbingly ugly.
It's not like this real ugliness.
Yeah. Whereas with this, I'm just like, I'm creeped out. There was a way to do this that wasn't creepy, and you didn't do that. So, yeah. But based off of that, beyond that, I think Christoph Waltz is perfectly cast as a scientist. As a Daisuke, I forget what his name, Ito, I think is his name.
I haven't read the original source material, so I'm up this creek without a paddle.
It's basically a Pinocchio story, except that Pinocchio is a cute anime girl who learns cyborg martial arts, and it's also very, very gory.
So this is like a very mature Astro Boy.
Yeah. But it's also sort of got that sort of weird Shiro Masamune vibe where it's like the guy just really wanted to draw a cute chick kicking ass, and didn't really realize what he had until like somebody took it and was just like, yeah, we're gonna make it epic.
Yep.
Oh man, I know what I'm gonna do now. If I ever watch this movie, I want Nier Automata at hand.
Well, this probably actually inspired Nier Automata.
So, I mean, I might want to buy Nier Automata at the same day I watch this movie, and depending on how the movie does, it will either cleanse the palate or just get me hyped for it.
Yeah, you're probably gonna want to use it as a palate cleanser.
Or worse for worse, I might end up playing the game and forgetting about the movie altogether.
That's probably more likely too. And the thing is that I think that, like, it's weird because I don't want to poo-poo on it be on its own merits because it doesn't have the same issue that Gits had, where like Gits is very clearly set. Ghost in the Shell. Sorry, I like to call it Gits.
That's alright.
But like where Gits was very clearly set in Japan, so it kind of didn't make sense for ScarJo to be playing a Japanese woman. Because I'm sorry, raceless does not mean white. I don't know who taught you. You know who's raceless? Oscar Isaac. Like, can you tell what Oscar Isaac is with just looking at him? Like, you can't tell that he's Latino just looking at him, yeah? Or Alfred Molina.
What alright, all I can get is an IMDb page that is trying so desperately to clear this up for me.
Oh, Poe Dameron. Poe Dameron from Star Wars?
Yeah.
Like,
so the first thing I get is that he's Guatemalan.
But you wouldn't be able to just tell him. You wouldn't be able to tell.
But you can't see that from his face.
Yeah. Like that's what
like
racist.
French is there. It's like looking at a human mutt.
And that's where I think what raceless actually means, as opposed to, oh yeah, well you're white by default. Like white is a race. Sorry, it is. Or somebody like Alfred Molina too, from Doc Ock from Spider-Man, where like if you didn't have the name, you're like, wait, what's your race again? So let's see. Okay, so now let's scooch everything over because I think I've got what I wanted. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have this loop perfectly. So that's a mutt. But ScarJo playing the Major kind of rankled me because I'm like, she's not Japanese. This takes place in Japan, where Japan doesn't like people who are not Japanese. That's not how this works. But with Alita, I'm a little bit more lenient. But at the same time, Alita's the kind of story where you kind of want it to be animated. It's like a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, where the shenanigans that the characters get into are so weird that you don't really want them to want it to be live action. Like you could, but some of them are it's just too weird to do do animated.
And speaking of that, I saw the Eye Patch Wolf, Super Eye Patch Wolf video. For what was it, like shonen manga like 30 years ago? 30 or 40 years in the 80s.
What did he do?
And how like, oh, he drew a comparison that like that age sort of came because Japan was getting a lot of macho action movie heroes in the form of like Stallone and Schwarzenegger, and it influenced their styles for stuff like Fist of the North Star and JoJo's Bizarre Adventures.
Oh yeah, because like
so I guess it could work if they intentionally just kept it up that way.
Oh yeah, because Kenshiro dresses the way he does because he's supposed to be Mad Max.
Yeah.
I sort of get it, but like certain mediums are stronger for certain things, and like I don't know, Battle Angel Alita, I think you could get more of what you're trying to get out of it, or what Cameron's trying to get out of it, if it was animated. But Cameron's gonna Cameron. And he also knows how Americans work. Like, we're not gonna see a movie that's animated, no matter if, even if James Cameron is executive producing it, simply because it's animated.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, that's America, unfortunately.
I mean, would it be interesting that if he released the movie with a animated short along with it?
We still wouldn't give it as much weight. Which actually transitioned very neatly into another segue of mine, the Miles Morales trailer.
Yay!
Yeah, mostly yay. Like, I'm, like, but that being said, I also know that they're kind of playing it as safe as they can.
So far, I've only seen GIFs of it, so I might need to watch the actual thing.
Well, the reason I say they're playing it as safe as possible is because animation isn't considered as expensive as straight up 2D. I mean, a straight up live action. So if this doesn't do well, they can say, "Oh well, it was animated. It was just for kids. It's not a big deal."
So they'll say, like, if it doesn't do well, it's like, it's okay because the Emoji Movie guys were working on it. Blame them.
Something to that effect.
But I don't want to, because the people who put in the blood, sweat, and tears to make that crazy idea become a movie, these are the chance to work on something they love.
Well, always. Well, I mean, you also have to sort of, you kind of have to sometimes you have to bite the bullet and work on things that you don't want to work on, so you get the chance to work on things that you do. Like, Genndy Tartakovsky didn't initially want to do Hotel Transylvania, but it was his in order to get a Popeye movie, which never happened and never will.
Well, don't say never.
Oh no, the
Dec11th's coming out.
He kind of actually did kind of admit defeat on this one.
Oh.
Same thing like with Guillermo del Toro and Hellboy 3.
Also, Guillermo del Toro and the Mountains of Madness, or is there still hope for that one?
Didn't that already happen? Or did he do Crimson Peak?
It was supposed to be something that was going to be put into production, like, but something stopped it during the when people looked at Scott Pilgrim and the sales it was getting and box office.
Yeah, well, because unfortunately, indie doesn't necessarily mean that like, you can't keep throwing money at things and expect that they'll work. Alright, so this is gonna be a vertical postcard. Let's go width of 4.1 inches and height of 5.8, according to papersizes.org. That's apparently the size of a postcard.
Cool.
I did not know this.
Man.
I have learned something new tonight.
Papersizes.org. I might need to bookmark that, actually.
Well, I just put paper size into Google. It's no biggie.
We could have envelope sizes, because I'm not being able to send any of the important documentation for my student loans. About the envelope printing. Can you write on the envelope and just send it that way, or does it have to be printed out?
I don't know. Also, Pandora, yes, I'm still listening.
Alright, I think I'm putting like a little bit too much and or too little effort into this, because
There's no such thing as too much effort into storyboards.
what?
I mean, there really isn't.
Like, probably individually, but I think, like, and I have like a storyboard software which calls me on this mess like all the time.
Oh yeah, why are you in Photoshop?
Oh no, I'm in a Clip Studio.
Oh.
Because I'm scared of that mess. The storyboard thing has a I think like a pen mileage thing,
Uh-huh.
where it'll make fun noises and also pound on you whenever you're about to reach like a certain pen mile.
Okay.
So there's only but so much time you can put pen to panel before you have to move on to the next one.
That's
And by
weird
time
and dumb.
like,
it's almost as weird and dumb as what I'm doing right now.
Hmm.
What am I listening to? Everything I Wanted to Be by Say Ferris. I don't know, I mean, it's kind of weird, but like, I would do my thumbs in Photoshop, but I would never do my storyboards in animation software. I mean, I would never do my storyboards in illustration software. Sorry, that came out wrong.
I can see why.
Like, I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing right now, is where I'm just like, I'm timing out, like I did all my thumbs, but now I'm just timing it out in Flash, and then I can do it, and then I can draw over it and do my proper storyboards in Flash.
Give that a shot.
Well, yeah, because the problem I always have with people who do storyboards, at least at the beginning, is they'll do them, but they'll never give you enough boards, because they think they're thinking of it from an illustrator perspective and not from an animator perspective. So it's like, okay, you've given me shots, you've given me boards A, D, and M, but you haven't given me B and C, D through K, and so on and so forth. So it's always really, I don't know, for me personally, I'm just like, it's sort of, I feel like you have to look at it from the mind of an animator rather than an illustrator. But that's me personally.
You know, I think that holds water, because a lot of the best boards are the ones that can look at it through that point of that lens, and there's different words for it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking at it from the illustrative point of view, where you're just trying to get like a big enough picture so that you have a general idea of what's going on, then you have beat boards, and that's probably what they're making for you.
Mm-hmm.
The actual storyboard accounts for a lot of minor changes. If there's a change to the camera, if there's a change to where a character moves in a room, if the character is like at the other side of the room, in the next picture, the character is already just pretty much just teleports in, it's gonna scare some people.
Yep.
And so you're gonna have to draw like those 2 or 3, how many boards you need, where the person walks across the room, like actually walks. Now, luckily, it's not as crazy as animation, where you have to do it on one, so there's a big fluid motion. But you still need to put that illusion there, I guess.
Well, I think people read it too with animation. They get too scared of what's supposed to happen. They're like, oh no, all that drawing. It's like, no, it's not that much drawing. It's not, if you're not, it's more along the lines of, if you're not willing to do that much drawing, then you're still going to, you're not, if you can't animate right, you probably can't storyboard right. I mean, that's like a really, really, like, way too definitive statement to make, but, like, I don't know, it feels like the best storyboard artists could probably animate if they wanted to, they just don't want to. I don't know, that feels like it's a little bit, like, elitist. Like, that came out wrong. Does that make sense?
It does. It holds definitely a bit of water. You know, like, storyboards, it don't always have to be for animation. There's plenty that do it for film and commercial and other things that don't exactly have animation in them. So there is, like, levels of stuff that you need to wrap your head around to be a great storyboard artist. So if you want to be a great storyboard artist, you can come from the angle of you can be good at drawing fast. You can be good at animation, and you can definitely, for the love of God, be good at cinematography.
Mm-hmm.
So that what you're drawing is good instead of how well it's drawn.
Mm-hmm.
Or how many corners that you're willing to cut.
Yeah, like, do I have... Okay, cool, I will have more space in this board, because I'll be really cheese if I don't have enough space in this board for this, I'll be a little miffed. And... yeah, because I'm almost done with these thumbs, and now I'm gonna go on and do the boards.
Cool.
And
I'll put the rest, and then do some bunches.
But of course, it's always the thumbs are easy. It's the boards that are the thumbs are easy. The boards can be easy. It's always the animation that's hard. And there we go. We're almost done with this. Ooh, I love Sound System. Is that the name of the song? Yeah, Sound System by Operation Ivy. Sound System. I can't even on.
Oh yeah, that's crap. I have to remember the actually have the yeah. That's what I need to do.
What do you think I need to do?
Right now, but I have the thumbs on paper, and I misplaced my left hand. Yeah, I definitely have the thumbs on paper, so I need to actually take a better look at that.
Yeah, it's weird because like if I have my thumbs, I technically don't need my boards, but I love having my boards anyway.
That's good. I think my problem is that I'm going to stop at boards, so probably it's going to take like a few passes to make my boards look more presentable.
I get that.
So in that case, I can probably run and do like make everything look a little bit more Illustrator quality.
Mm-hmm.
Just little. You've seen my illustrations, and if I end up doing that for every single image in the board, I'm probably gonna go to the hospital.
Yeah, no, I have that problem with cleanup animation in that yeah, I'll do that too, where I'll just like I clean up and then it takes me forever. And I'm like, yeah, why is it taking me so long? Shift F6, F6, swap, bitmap, 9. Oh, 10. There we go.
This feels good because I'm realizing some of the stuff I'm having trouble with.
Yay! Actually, let me check out what you're doing.
That's what's great about those rough panels.
Mm-hmm.
It's so easy to figure out what's wrong. And you have like nice simple fixes for it.
Mm-hmm.
You got this person who's like tricked with a really, really high 5.
Mm-hmm.
And now, with the other hand, she's being picked up.
Aw. And copy that. Paste. Delete. Swap. Bitmap. It's 12. Okay. I just realized I should probably share my screen. Actually, no, I shouldn't share my screen because I don't want Twitch to be dumb.
Okay, it's all right. We're both on Twitch, so you're technically already sharing your screen.
So let's give that a few seconds.
Nobody knows what's on my screen except 2 people, so it's a poorly kept secret.
Well, unless I share the link, which I'm not gonna do.
All right.
Neither.
That's cool because I sort of intend on putting this on, getting this to like a point where it's presentable and then presenting it to Patreon. Probably do at least like finish up this pass, which I might need to take a few days to do, and probably even stream on my own to ensure everybody that their hard-earned taxpayer dollars are being put to good use when they're not paying taxes.
So I don't want that to be a full 2 minutes. Let's do that. 2 seconds. 5. Alright. Whoa! Dumpling Heart is now following. Woo! Hey, Dumpling! Woo! Doing my follow dance. I need to make a follow dance. Wait, I already have a follow dance. It's a thingy. Yeah, I saw your announcement on. Oh my god, my cat tooted. My cat came in here because he wants to feel good about having farted. My cat's a jerk. But yeah, I saw your announcement.
Yay!
So, Dumpling Heart, I've actually never seen her stream, but however, I have read her comics and she's awesome. So, give her a follow. You stream on Thursdays from 7 and not Sundays, yeah? Thursdays and Sundays, that's when you stream, Dumpling, yeah?
Yeah.
So, you should totally do everybody should follow and do the thing.
I'm your Huckleberry Spicy Poke Watch trainer for you.
Yes.
Oh, you're adorable. Oh my god.
So let's see, 72 frames. So right now, currently I'm working on my Christmas card. Alright, let's make that shake a little bit more. Let's give that a few more shakes. Let's give that some more time, actually. Dumpling writes, thanks very much for the shout out. I've been drawing Pokemon X Overwatch fan art. Oh, that sounds awesome. Actually, if you could link that to the chat, if it's posted anywhere, if you could link that to the chat, that'd be awesome. Also, Nisi, Dumpling, are you guys gonna be more into comics this weekend?
This weekend I have to work. Wait, is Dumpling local?
Yeah.
Oh snap!
Yeah, hold on. Let me drop the name in our private chat.
Page. Oh, I'm already following. Sweet.
So yeah, okay, cool. So you'll be at Be More, awesome. Cool. So I get to say hi and stuff. Let's see. Let's put this on for us. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4.
You guys are making me miss Maryland.
Yeah, we're kind of cool here.
Were you ever in Maryland then?
Oh yeah, I spent like roughly the first 10 years of my life in Maryland.
Ooh, come back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
we were
7,
in,
8,
I was in like a
9,
cul-de-sac,
10,
and it was like
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, cul-de-sac. Yeah, you were definitely Maryland.
it was like Ed, Ed, and Eddie, except we had a backyard to play with, so we didn't have to deal with anything with anyone. There are kids of all shapes and sizes. Yeah, it's so much fun.
So we're gonna make this take a little bit longer.
It was probably worse than I imagined, but I was a kid and I didn't know any better.
I feel that. Alright, so... Okay, so that needs to be longer.
Funded. That's good, that's good.
Alright, and then looks up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, we're Maryland and we love our Old Bay. I actually have some, I went to the Safeway and I picked up some just crab lump meat just because I was just like, I want to treat myself. Crab meat. I don't even want to pick it, I just want to eat it out of like a spoon. I didn't actually buy any Old Bay, but
Oh, you guys are making me miss Maryland.
Get our Old Bay ice cream. Which is the thing.
Old Bay ice cream.
Red.
Old Bay ice cream with caramel and stuff.
Safeway.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Wait. Mecca, you're in North Carolina?
Yes.
I have friends in North Carolina. All right, so yeah. So I think I have my timing down for my card. So let's see what it looks like. Export the Swift. Shakes, chimney shakes. Oh no, dust. Crimson Fly pops in. Merry Christmas. There's a light that comes on and then they dip out. I might have them coughing at the as they come out of this chimney, but first we have to set the scene with a chimney. Ignore how vertical the chimney is. So let's make that into blue. And lock that down. And actually, what we're gonna also do on top of that, is we're also gonna make a new layer where that's a little bit more transparent. So blah, blah, and change the transparency down to 50%. And that makes that a little bit less obtrusive. So now lock that layer too. Go on top, and we're gonna do our chimney, because our chimney moves. That's the only reason I care. Well, that's not the only reason I care. I do need an actual chimney, because it's going to be our background. And I'm going to have to research a chimney. The things I do for my animations. No, I hate doing research. Rather, I like doing research for things that I consider awesome and fun to look up. Like if there was like a parkour chase in here, I'd be like, yeah, let's look up all the parkour. But it's a chimney, so I'm just gonna go to Google image search and look up chimneys.
That's alright. Everyone needs to look up chimney once in a while.
Yeah, I don't wanna have to look up chimneys.
Go for the Spider-Man memes.
Ooh, yes. But wait, those are badly drawn. That's the opposite of what I want.
They didn't know better at the time.
No, they very much knew better at the time. There was Disney. Disney existed. Also, like they're not very well regarded now, but Hanna-Barbera also existed at the time. Dumpling writes, parkour chimney. Yes. Like Hanna-Barbera, their animation was janky as all get out, but their backgrounds didn't suck. Also, Looney Tunes existed. Like, Looney Tunes was around since the 40s. Like, also, the 60s was the heyday of Chuck Jones, so they knew better.
You got me there.
Hashtag animation Professor Skip. Parkouring down your chimney and taking your cookies. Yeah, that'll be next year. Because, I was considering doing that for this year, but, I also didn't want to get too complicated. Because, like, my initial shot was just going to be, like, the Crimson Fly, like, coming down, and not just, like, going into the chimney from the exterior, and then having a, and then, like, following them down the chimney, and then it would end on this shot. But that's too complicated for this year. Mostly because I probably should have started this at the beginning of the month rather than, like, halfway into it. Also, I should probably be zoomed in a little bit more. 75, not 100, because if I do it, if I'm zoomed out all the way at 50%, then I'm gonna miss all the details that I really should be putting in this. Right through the world.
That's better. I'm realizing something I did wrong.
What did you do?
Okay, so I figured out what I did. I'm making this like board, and I'm having like I have most of the stuff figured out except the character designs.
I want to chastise you for that, but I do the exact same thing, which is not what you're supposed to do. Although actually, it really doesn't matter for storyboards. All that matters is that they're recognizable as the characters that they're supposed to be. Like, that's why it doesn't really matter that I don't know what the chimney looks like, because I can always adapt the chimney to whatever. I can always adapt it to whatever design I do end up picking for this.
Figure that out, at least on a separate sheet of paper.
You know what? Somebody has to draw Parkour Santa. I just realized that's a thing that I need a commission from somebody.
I'm pretty sure that's a thing that exists. You can probably look at plenty of reference of specifically Parkour Santa.
And then don't ruin the fun, Mac. Somebody needs to be commissioned to draw Parkour Santa.
Okay.
The cool thing about this is that like everybody currently, at least I don't know what the list is like. Let's see who's in the viewer list. Yeah, I know for a fact that Dumpling, Google Doodle, Lady B, and Mecha Bather are all capable of drawing Parkour Santa. I'm pretty sure Demi Trickster is also capable of doing it too.
Woo! Might need to do the research. So much lovely parkour stuff to look at.
I know, right?
They use parkour and they release a lot of video games lately. Parkour was advertised for Titanfall and Mirror's Edge.
Demi writes, wait, I heard my name. Meanwhile, Lady B does not want to be the one to draw Parkour Santa. To be fair, if I was gonna do this as a thing, I'd probably commission you guys.
Oh, it's definitely a lot cooler than some of the graves I dig for myself.
Wait, did you actually Google Parkour Santa?
Oh wait, sorry, I didn't do that. I just thought about it. I bet it's there.
Yeah, like it wouldn't even just be parkour; it would be Parkour Santa.
Oh my god, there is a Santa parkour. Let's look at this.
Told ya. Actually, if you could drop the link in the chat, we can check it out on the break that's coming up soon.
What in the world? What?
You have to, Mecha, you gotta drop it in the chat.
First of all, I'm trying to see if someone else did it.
Oh, there's a video, guys. Oh my god.
Demi writes, I've already shaved myself because I drew a Bara Santa for a friend and it haunts me.
Jesus, that sounds amazing.
Wait, like Bara as in like bear Santa? Like gay bear Santa? Cause that sounds amazing.
That sounds the best.
Like, I don't know why you're ashamed of this. This sounds amazing.
Hey Demi, look at that picture.
Yeah. Yeah, Demi. Unless it's, like, if it's not, as long as it's safe for work, you should totally drop it in the Discord.
I'm not in the Discord, dang it.
Well, that's why I just dropped a link for you so you can check it out. And it is time for a break. So let's put on that video that Mecha shared, and that should take about 2 minutes. So cool. So let's put that on. Let's put all I want on is more on pause. Let's bring this down. Mecha,
Okay, this is cool. But does he parkour the chimney?
we shall find out. Whoa, he just dived out the window.
I know his neighbors must hate him.
He just jumped off a roof. He's flipping, and he didn't lose his hat. How does he not lose his hat? Is it like glued to his head?
Maybe like a little bit.
Or is it strapped to his head? Because that's crazy.
Santa, you doing all these flips, right? So where are our presents?
Mm-hmm.
Man is one house and then just like, well, whatever. Oh, come on, no!
Oh my god, he is so lucky there's no ice.
Yeah.
Like, you can't tell me there's no ice.
I need a blooper reel. Oh my god! I'm like, that
Whoa, he just jumped out of an apartment.
This looks so fun.
No, the snow makes it not fun.
I mean, the snow kind of softens the fall, right? Oh, that's a lot of ice. Ooh.
Ooh. Oh, there's a... Oh, my word.
Ooh, little child. Would you like the parkour with Santa?
Oh, wow. He just bodied that ice.
No! You killed Santa.
I love it because you're like a few seconds ahead of me, and I'm like...
Oh god, now he's the Santa Claus. This happened in the movie.
Oh, no! Oh!
I remember that.
Oh, no, Santa, why?
He's dead.
Wait, where'd the clothes... Wait, where did his body go?
He just, I don't know. I'd rather go spicy lumber.
Oh snap, there actually is ice parkour?
What? Yeah, no, I don't need the heart attack. There is ice parkour. I don't need that heart attack. Sorry, Ronnie. Spider-Man parkour in 4K. Oh, we can check that out for a hot minute.
Skip. Do it.
Give me some money. Give me some money. Give me all the money. Okay, as much as I love that parkour, let's put out the Miles Morales trailer so you guys can see why I'm mostly excited.
Give him your money, all that you can. Put it all over.
So this is the Miles Morales trailer that I really shouldn't be sharing on my Twitch stream, but whatever. I like it. So what is it with like Marvel movies and Vincent Staples? Also, I love how he's got all these casual clothes. Even if I hate that every time I see him, he's just like, oh, by the way, here's another thing the Crimson Fly does that, oh, by the way, Miles Morales made it more official. I'm like, like I saw the red hoodie and I'm like, oh, come on. Let me have something.
Oh man, it's already a Crimson Fly movie? Oh crap, it's Spider-Man. No!
But I love it. I love that.
About that later?
Hmm?
Is there gonna be a gag for that later?
Probably.
Like, just for funsies.
Wait, so how many?
No, that's totally something someone has to pay for.
Yeah, that's definitely Peter Parker. Aw, that's too bad. So yeah, it's time to get back to the work.
Okay.
You think it sounds like it's a bad thing. I'm doing all the fun things. Time for Skip. Lady B writes, time for Skip to sue. I wish I could sue. But I also didn't like Miles Morales. It's funny because like if you go back and you trace my internet history, like Crimson Fly definitely first. However, I didn't go into publication until like after Miles Morales was a thing. So anyway, this is going to be our last work session. Let's reset the clock for 1 hour. 0, 0. No, not for 2 hours. Oh my god, no. Mostly because I have to wake up in the morning.
Real strong. You gonna go for 7 hours with that one guy?
Oh, hell no. I will never do that.
I think he takes breaks too, so it's not so bad.
I still would never do that for... Whoa, my god. Somebody's doing a thing. Dumpling, don't eat... Dumpling! Wow, my god. Dumpling, thank you. I'm gonna, like, I'll flail, like, in a minute as soon as I've, like, actually set up my work timer. And then I'll flail. Alright, work timer set up. Dumpling, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Dumpling. You do realize that I will return the favor, if not on your stream, then on Saturday. Because that is what we do as artists. We make everybody feel so, make everybody feel guilty for liking us. Wait, no, that's the other way around. We make our friends feel guilty. Yes, Dumpling is the MVP of tonight. One of these days I'm going to set up an actual donation goal. So let's see. And a 7. And... So, this, so yeah, this thing is going to be a thing. Lady B writes, I need to learn how to set up my Twitch stream like this. I'm totally down for helping you out with that. Like, anybody who needs help with it, setting up a Twitch stream, I am totally down for that, because I'm not like Patreon. I like to help the little guy, I think. I don't know, I've never been the big guy yet, so I can't say if I would be that altruistic later on going forward. But the point of it still stands. I'm totally down for helping that out with that. Yeah, like Patreon, that Patreon thing this weekend was no bueno. That was really no bueno. Cause like all they had to do was just like not do anything. Oh wait, who's this song? Super Wrong by the Aquabats. Oh my gosh, the Aquabats. Super Rad, the Aquabats. But yeah, all they had to do was just not do anything. They just had to not do anything, and they would have won. But no. Yeah, Dumpling writes, yeah, I'm leaving my Patreon and pushing my Twitch channel instead. They said basically wanted to weed out 80% of their user base. Yeah. Like I don't understand how that decision at all. Like hopefully they reverse it. But it for me it's like what Comics Panda did in the past. Where Comics Panda would take comics from webcomics creators and put them on their site without permission. And then when they were like Tapastic, they started doing the really spoopy terms of service agreement. And I guess it's like once you're a jerk, like a jerk forever. Dumpling writes, we were dead weight to them. Yeah, we were. Waiting for Drip to launch and hopefully they'll be better. Yep. Or what will happen is what I'm hoping happens is the functionality appears in people's websites to do their own sort of thing. So that way you can make your own crowdsourcing thing on your own website. That'd be cool. But until then, that's why coffee is so important, and Drip and having multiple revenue streams is so important.
Oh goodness.
And put
Was
that
coffee easier to set up than Patreon?
Huh?
Is coffee easier to set up than Patreon?
Yeah, actually, mostly because you don't have to set up tiers or anything. You just need a really fun image, I think. I don't know. I haven't touched my coffee in a while.
Because I'm seeing plenty of people who are on Patreon also get a coffee. So that whenever Patreon misbehaves, they just go hard coffee.
Pretty much. Dumpling writes, yeah, coffee is just a simple tip jar.
Yeah.
Alright, so. Ooh, that's too fast. Well, probably because... Let's see.
Pretty interesting. Because there's this transition. First you have a website that pays you based off ad revenue, but when that ad revenue falls flat, then you have the people pay you to do a project. And then if you're not a project, you're more of a service. And then you have like people pay you reoccurring payments for your service. And when that service starts asking for money, because I mean it's a service, then you go and you do a direct tip jar.
Dumpling writes, coffee is just a simple tip jar. You can link people to a download on the message, but it's non-recurring payments. I mean, and that's really the big rub with pretty much every service right now, is just that aside from Patreon, they're all non-recurring. So they're really hard to set up. If you're doing a regular thing, like Patreon made it kind of simple. I mean, I've heard that there are gripes about even Patreon's UI. But man, ugh, what a blow. I don't get that too, because like it started off as an indie thing too, and I mean, I guess like yeah, everybody starts off indie until you're kind of given a reason to not be indie anymore. Like it's like in the Guy's song Sellout, yeah. Gumroad is starting a subscription thing, but that's their premium account. That's $10 a month. Which, I mean, if I could afford to do that, then I probably wouldn't need the subscription, sir. Like, how does that work? Like I'm some of my facetiously asking, but I'm also kind of like, so wait, you want me to give you $10, but I don't have $10 to give you.
Yeah, that kind of hurts sometimes. Oh, all the time, actually. That's consistent pain.
Yeah, I think drip is gonna be the alternative of the future, which is gonna suck. Not gonna suck in that it's like the alternative, like, because it's not that drip sucks. It's just that like Patreon didn't have to suck. All they had to do was just keep doing what they were doing. Like they were growing, they were growing no matter what. They didn't have to do anything.
So I guess what would be interesting is like if they at least had a reason for why they did it.
Oh, they didn't have a reason. They just wanted more money. That's all. The only reason.
Actually, if they wanted to calm things down, even then it would still be.
Well, because the issue is just that, like, I think somebody said it best. Well, Dumpling writes they wanted the top 1% money. Yeah, they did. But I think they also, they wanted to weed us out, and two, they just wanted to be bigger. Like, it's not enough to just be, you have to be bigger and bigger and bigger, and I just accidentally broke my timeline. Yeah, like I heard Hank Green, ooh, yes, Lady B's right. Save. I don't want to lose this. Crimfly. Seabird, Crimfly, Holiday, 2017. TM, boards, 01. Thanks, Lady B. Speaking of which, save that too, because that's important. Yeah, they didn't want creators that had a lot of micro donors, which is weird because like that's how everybody does it. Like actually, I'm subscribed to Mech as a $1 donor, and the main reason to not, and like, admittedly for most of my $1 peeps, I like either their stuff is that good, or I like them as people, and I can't really afford to drop them. And mostly because also there's a tendency for them to not only be that good, but also be people that I like. So I'm not, and I'm also lucky enough to be in a position where I don't have to be completely worried about this. But still, oh my god, just like, this is just not a great idea. But we'll see how it falls out.
Let's see. I'm happy that the pledges are coming in.
Hmm?
Yeah, I'm getting like a few. I got a couple more pledges today, I think.
Yay!
That would make up for like the price drop.
But it still just, it didn't have to be like that. Like, you can't even blame this on the annoying orange in the White House. This is just like greed, pure and simple. Wow! Thin Balian at 13 is falling. Thanks, Thin! Much appreciated! Oh, Alex streams Overwatch too. He's Thin Balian. He's coming over to check your stream too. So I will follow. I will do the follows. Where is it? Yeah. Thin Balian. What game is this? Oh, that's a... And follow. And I actually could hear myself on his stream because he's streaming right now. So let me mute that real quick. And you should totally check him out too. Oh man, I like his UI too. That's pretty cute UI. Streamception! Wow! Alright. So let's see, turn that off real quick. And we need one more board in between there. Why did you zoom up like that, Flash? You're jerk face. Smoke effects are gonna be they're gonna be the thing that gets me. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a thing that kills me because I don't want to die in an ironic death at my desk of a heart attack from not being able to figure out smoke effects. But it is gonna be the thing that gets me. And we're gonna move those out just a little bit. God, no, I don't want to grab my chimney. A dumpling rice, those smoke effects look great. Very puffy. Yay! Yeah, it's the cleanup that's going to be a giant butt pain. Let's see how that times out, though. Okay, so that's too fast. So let's stretch that out just a little bit. Let's put that on 4s. 2, 3. Put that on 4s. And then let's see how that looks. Alright. Okay, so there's too much jiggle on the chimney. And Demi Chickster writes, alright, I must study for the maths. Yes, study for the maths, Demi. Study for the maths. So we'll see you later then. And good luck with your maths. Bye, Demi. Oof. And
Never did get that Santa picture.
well, to be fair, I didn't make it a big enough deal. And that's okay. I'll live.
Okay.
So let's get F7. We need a little bit more smoke. So... and... yeah, we just need that to be a little bit bigger. Because otherwise... actually, nothing bad's gonna happen. I just need it to be a little bit more ploofy and more messmaky. Even though messmaky's not a word. You can't prove it's not a word.
It's fine, as long with it.
Let's see. And that's almost got the right timing that I want. And F6. I'm probably gonna cheat on the smoke for this. I'm probably gonna grab it from another project that I did before. But for the storyboards, it's crap. I have the wrong brush. I'm probably gonna just grab the smoke from another project and then use that instead. Mostly because, not because I'm late. Well, okay, yes, partially because I'm lazy, but partially because I don't also want to deal with it. And then one more frame of 4. F7. Make our smoke nice and poofy. Alright, okay. That should work. Yeah, my ear. Alright, so we're gonna put all of these on another layer because these are a little too jiggly for me. So let's put these chimney anims on another layer. Make that a guide. Call that chimney alt. So it doesn't look like that way. It doesn't look like there's a party going on inside the chimney. I can't spell chimney. Help.
Like chim?
Shh.
Oh. Anyone? Hold on.
Chimmery Charu?
If you spell chimney with a K, I don't think that's right.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, it's Chimney.
Alright, that's a little too violent. Shift F6. And 1, 2, 3. There we go. And we go. And we go. Wait, no, we don't need to do it all the way. Yeah, I think that's fine. put that there. Yeah, I think that's good. And then have the Crimson Fly pop in. Cool, so let's make another layer. And let's make that a folder. Let's call that thumbs. And boop. So lock thumbs. Save. Alright. And the Crimson Fly is a horrible delivery present person. Because they're delivering the present head first, as opposed to protecting it and stuff. Smoke. And we're going to change this color to Control A, DC 143CC, which is the code for Crimson. What layer is that on? Cut that. Paste that there. Lock the smoke layer. And again, DC 143CC, which is the code for Crimson. F7. And no, the Crimson Fly didn't crack their head on the concrete, because that would be ridiculous. Also, I need them for my strips next week. That reminds me, I also need to get started on my birthday gift for next week, for next year. Which I'm gonna do for everybody's birthdays.
Birthday.
No, not birthday gift. Birthday gift, GIF. Basically for people, for whenever it's somebody's birthday. I'll have a GIF that I can give them. I can put on their wall, on my Facebook wall, and in chat.
Oh. All right. So when's your birth gift?
Birth year 1988.
1988?
Yep. When's your birth year?
1990.
It's okay. That's a good year. Dumpling Heart writes a dragon. Yes. Wait, what's your birth year? Dumpling? 89. Oh, hey. So, which one's yours? Because my sister's also 89. Wait. So how do you know that you're a dragon? How do you know How did you know I was a dragon? Ah, snake. Yeah. Oh, your mom's a dragon. Ah. I gotta go back and read up on that, because I remember I was like, oh yeah, I'm totally cool as a dragon, and I haven't kept up with that in a while. And actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that on. I'm not gonna put that on a separate layer, but I'm going to. So yeah, birth year of 1988. It's a thing. I don't even know how we got on the topic of birth years.
Oh, you're making a gift.
Yep. Well, because I feel like it's like, cause I always hate whenever on Facebook where they're just like, oh, by the way, it's so and so's birthday, and they get like this massive deluge of like, oh, like, congratulations on their page, so they don't really see yours. It's just a message. I feel like if I can do a message, I might as well call them, but we both never have enough time for a phone call. So I figure if I do the GIF and make that a thing that I can give to everybody when it's their birthday, both on their page and in private, then that's a little bit more special than just a message saying, hey, happy birthday. Plus, it's also, I'd be lying if I said that it wasn't a little bit of a branding ploy too.
That works out. I like having the effort put in when it comes to birthday stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because I sort of feel bad if it's like someone's birthday and I didn't know about it, and all I could say is, happy birthday! But then they get like a bazillion of those until someone just says, I don't want to hear happy birthday from any of you dweebs, you never cared about me. And once
yeah, that's why my birthday's not on my Facebook right now, because I'm just like, I appreciate those of you who took the care to actually write a message, but I also am very painfully aware that you only care because Facebook told you to, and you don't care the rest of the year. Which is not fair. It's not. Let's see. Okay, so we want to blow this up just a little bit, because we want to bring them a little bit closer. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to have the Crimson Fly bounce up. So I figure if I make a GIF that I can put into their chat window, I think that they'll appreciate that a little bit more than just a message in their chat, a private message saying, hey, happy birthday.
Yeah, no, we don't both want happy birthday.
And then, of course, I wouldn't just use the same one every year. It would just be like every year there'd be a different one. Let's see. And F7. Add some more. Blah. Plus, I think that's something that everybody can do. At least all my artist friends can do anyway. If you have an IP where it suits themselves to make a card. I don't know, I think that'd be really cool for everybody to sort of do that. Like, be your own sort of like custom card company.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That way, you know, it's something coming from you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely a much more streamlined than my idea of jumping in and literally doing an entirely different piece.
Oh, for each individual person? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, need to see that's one time thing.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things where if I had the time, I would totally love to do one individual thing for each individual person. But I don't. Lady B still appreciates you, Ben. I lied about the first time. I lied about the second time. I lied. That's the second time. The first time was a tea party. Wait, did I miss something?
I can show you.
What did I miss?
I think it was around Niece's birthday, wasn't it? And the first time, everyone made a big deal of it.
What about her birthday?
No, actually, Ben, I think that that Joker tea party thing that you do, I think that was for Halloween.
Oh, it's Halloween?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for the correction.
No, you're fine. I mean, I still love all the birthday stuff you've given me. But if it's like putting you out of, you know, you don't have to go out of your way to do it. I still super appreciate it.
He knows, but he doesn't care because he's a good friend like that.
Oh, no.
Either that or he wants you to owe him money. I don't know.
I probably do.
I might need to get a coffee, because if I get a Patreon, you'll start overpaying for what you, in massive finger quotes, owe. But I'm so happy I can find this file.
Yeah, I mean that's sort of the unfortunate truth of of promotion in a social media age is that you're gonna have to deal with one devil or another. There's no non-devil. Like everybody's out to I don't think it's like out of malice. I think it's just or it's just greed, and greed's not always good.
But I do like the latest thing I did.
That's good because I like the latest thing you did too. No, I don't know. I like your giant lady things that you keep posting on Patreon.
I'm hoping to do that, but I'm trying to figure out if there was like a there's gotta be some way I can get away with like posting other stuff.
Well, I mean, well, it is your
like focus like primarily on giant ladies. That means that if I draw something that's not a giant lady, then maybe I can get away with it not being Patreon exclusive.
That's a sort of up to you sort of thing. Like I know for me, like I'm gonna make the Sonic files available for free anywhere. Even though I would love to make them exclusive, that would then if I made them Patreon exclusive, then that would mean that I'm profiting off of the IP, which is not right. But I don't know.
That's actually a good point.
Well, you're not like with your plushie thing, that could probably toe the line of either parody or satire, and that might not be the thing that you really wanna. I mean, I think that would be fine, but it's just for future warning is one of those things.
Okay, I could totally make that available for everybody if I'm putting it on there, because the Because I also still in there the Puyos. Because I missed out on I almost missed out on a Cutie Saturday.
Ooh, yeah. Do you do those?
I try. Lord knows I try. But I almost missed out on it because I was too busy playing Puyo Puyo. And whatever shenanigans I was getting myself into.
Nice. Well, to be fair, like, the comic strips I've been working on were supposed to be for Inktober. Back when I thought I was nailing one a day, and apparently I'm not nailing one a day at all. I don't really know what I'm going to do about that, because the schedule for the comics is going to be, like, every day. But, either way, it's okay to miss out on it.
Made up for it though. I had like a fun little meme, fun little joke based off internet meme.
Yeah, I wonder who started Cutie Saturday anyway.
What?
So I wonder who started Cutie Saturday anyway. Alright, so apparently I need to avoid Uncanny Valley. I have to show it the rest of the body. What the fudge? Somebody's making weird noises. And I'm hoping that was the music, because that would be really weird if that was somebody in stream.
I don't know. Something must have glitched out.
Meh?
Either something glitched out or I tripped.
Oh, that's awkward either way. Alright, let's see what that looks like. I'm probably shouldn't put the pen in my mouth. Well, the part of it, I'm thinking, I've been looking at this for too long. I'll have to look at it tomorrow. Oops. That's probably my fault for looking at this for too long. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's me.
Do. That reminds me, I need to give my boss his Christmas present tomorrow, because otherwise I'm going to forget on Thursday, and Thursday's the last day of class, and I'm not coming in any other day after that.
Hey man, I have a friend's birthday who's around this time too. I think hers is the day after Christmas.
That's fun. Yeah, my sister's is on the 18th.
You have a lot to look forward to.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm probably not quite in my right brain for working on what I'm working on right now, which sucks.
It's okay.
Well, I'm almost done.
You need to eat.
Oh no, I usually eat. Well, actually, I said I usually eat, which means I haven't eaten before the stream tonight. But I just want to finish the storyboards really quickly. They're gonna have to go through another pass tomorrow. That's just unfortunate, but they will have to go through another pass tomorrow, and then I can start roughing them out. But the important thing is to get them out of my head, cause nothing's worse than like, oh hey, I have this cool idea, and it's just stuck in my head.
That's true.
So I'll usually have it in my head, and then I'll just sit on it for like a year, and I'm like, I should do the thing, but by then it's like it's too late. Because I feel like there really is a sell date on ideas before you have to kind of just like let them go and just like move on to the next thing.
So, is there gonna be like a term for that? Like when Miles steals your shirt?
Huh? What? Like,
you know, when you have an idea in your head for like a long period of time, and then it's like too late when you finally try to put it on paper. That's kind of like what happens when Miles steals your shirt.
In this case, not so much. With Miles, it was just basically like happy coincidence. It's like, oh hey, black and red superhero colors, woo. But like you see it all the time in games where like a game company like Half-Life 3 is a great example of this. Like we're at a point now where even if Valve got off their butts and made a Half-Life game, it would never be as good as the hype wants it to be. It's like when they made Duke Nukem Forever, finally, and everybody's like, we wish you kind of actually hadn't did that, because now you're just like, this is bad. It hasn't aged well. It was never going to age well, and you should just have not tried.
I'll be really messed up if they strategically waited and waited and waited for like the style that they actually used for the game to be considered retro, and then released it.
That would be that's giving them way too much credit. Because that would be cool, but they weren't trying for that. All right, let's see. Oh wait, let's see. Put that on 3s. That doesn't need to be on 4s.
One thing that might be interesting. What if they released like Half-Life, the remake of Half-Life, Half-Life 1 and 2, in a collector's box, and in it is a written apology.
Oh man, that would be cool, but I feel like there's a lot of things like that. Like a good example in film is Serenity in Firefly. Like after the movie was made, there was still a chance for that to be a series. But after that, as the years grew on and like Nathan Fillion filled out and Summer Glau grew up, it's like you can't make a series. You can't make a series with those characters because they're too old. They've all moved on.
Mm.
All right, so let's see. That doesn't need to be 3 frames.
Maybe that's something that scares me.
What? What do you mean?
Can an idea move on before it's even put on a paper?
Technically no. It depends on the circumstances of the it depends on the idea and it depends on the circumstances. All right, so that's a little too much. Let's put that on 3s. Let's put that on 3s. Let's put that on 3s. Let's put everything on 3s because it probably needs to be on 3s. Let's see what that looks like. And then the boards for this will be done. Dumpling writes idea sniped. No, don't snipe my ideas. But yeah, I think that there is a sell date for ideas once you come up with them. You do need to get them out there or give them to somebody else. Alright, so the only thing that's kind of bugging me is the smoke. What also needs to be, let's put that on 3s. And put that on 3. Oops, that's already on 3s. Let's put this on 2s then. And that should be fine. But yeah, I think idea snipe is the term. Like, I mean, you have tons of accidental idea snipings all the time. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, so let's make the thumb layers guides. Guide. Guide. Whoa, no, don't paste layers. Guide. Filter. Thumbnails. Alright, one more thing to do and then we're good. So let's make one from the background. Break that apart. Let's make that a little bit brighter. There we go. And F6, change that color to straight up white. So you get the idea that the lights are coming on, or somebody split the light switch. Cool. So there we have our thumbnails. We have our storyboards. There's a little bit of timing stuff, but I think that can be worked out in the rough animation rather than being worked out in the boards. So I think we're good for the night. What time is it? It's 9:52, so we pretty much reached the end of the stream. The only thing wrong is that this stream still says Wednesday night stream instead of Monday night stream, because that's what this is. So let's save that.
Alright.
Save. Yeah, so tonight we finished our ink and paint for the Crimson Fly bits, which is really cool. We got our comic strip done, and then we got our thumbnails. We got our thumbnails and our storyboards done for our holiday postcard. So you'll see that more of that as the week goes on and the end of the year goes on. Lady B writes, you can change it in post too. So yeah, I'll probably end up doing that too. So let us put on our ending screen. Vocal, no, starting, break, ending. There we go. So yeah, that's it for tonight's stream. I would like to thank Lady Banigaru and Mecha Abathur for hanging out and co-hosting with me, even though I kind of hijacked the Google Hangout. I'd like to thank Dumpling Heart for the donation, the $2 donation. Always greatly appreciated. You can't see it, but I'm doing my donation dance. I'd also like to thank Pupcakes Cupcats for the 75 bit donation. Always muchly appreciated. I'd like to thank Google Doodle and Thinbalion for popping by. Also, thank you to Dumpling Heart and Thinbalion for the follow. Always greatly appreciated. The next stream will be this Wednesday, December 13th. 7 p.m. Same standard time, same skip time, same skip channel. Yes, I just cribbed that from Batman. Shh. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good evening.